Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy, Khoi. If you want to see real suffering, go to the Testicular Cancer Support Group on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. There you will see real suffering. Sometimes I think I didn't choose my career. I didn't choose what I want to be in life. I didn't choose what I want to do in life. But rather, they chose me. And I know it sounds cheesy as fuck. People always say how they didn't land their perfect career, but it just fell onto their lap. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you are more a product of your time than your own parents. Sure, there are inherent qualities that you were born with, but I believe that your environment shapes you into who you are today, more so than what you were born with. I didn't choose to be running around, cleaning after people, giving them medications, holding their hands, dealing with their loved ones, dealing with their family members, being the punching bag for someone who has had a bad day and they just need to unload it on someone else. I didn't choose to be any of that. I didn't choose to rock up to work to get insulted, and then a couple of hours later the same person who insulted me asked me to help them, and they really do need my help, and I have to help them out of, I don't know, my own selfish reason. I want to be of help to people. I want to be a human being. I want to extend my love to others around me. But I didn't choose any of this shit. To explain why I cried in the last video, I don't think I need to explain. You guys already know why I cried. There's so many things happening in our lives. We don't often sit down and think about these things. But recently I've come to the realization of how important this is. That you need to work through your emotions. You have to acknowledge these emotions as being real, because you are a real human being. Since when has crying been associated with the sign of being weak? Ever since your birth, it was a sign that signifies your existence on this planet. You are alive, that's why you cry. It's not a sign of weakness. And I know the internet rhetoric nowadays, the common narrative nowadays. Sometimes the internet can go too far both ways. Sometimes it goes too far to say that it's okay for men to cry, it's okay for men to be weak. Sometimes it goes as far as saying, men, you cannot cry. I think there is a very delicate balance that we must not overlook. Sure, men, boys, we are meant to be the rock. You're meant to be the person whom everyone relies upon. The people you love, the people you care about, they look up to you for support. You're meant to be unrelentless. You're meant to be as solid as a rock. And for that reason, I still believe that we shouldn't express our emotions in a way that makes others feel insecure. Others feel like you don't have things under your control. In certain situations, when lives are at stake, when patients are dying, when things need to happen, you make it happen. You don't think about this. You control your emotions. But when you have a moment, you have to let it out. You have to work through these emotions. Allow yourself to feel pity. Allow yourself to feel compassion, empathy. Allow yourself to feel anger, frustration, despair. Because that's what makes you human. You need to work through these emotions. And if you keep bottling these things up, there will come a point of no return. And I know this because I've been through it. Sooner or later, it will happen if you do not deal with these emotions well. I was on the verge of suicide 2 years ago, twice, because I did not know how to process my emotions. I kept going. I kept working. I kept studying. I kept doing things without really sitting down and have these moments where I allow myself to feel sad. When my grandfather died, that was the first time in my life when I experienced death. And even though I cried when I heard the news, the few days following, I did not want to think about it. I did not allow myself to grieve. And this compounded with all the factors in my life: studying, stress, paying rent, not relying on my parents, living by myself, living abroad, working, stress at work, working a minimum wage job, getting yelled at by my boss, not having a strong social circle, friends not talking to me, stuff like that. Everything built up into one giant emotional bubble that burst. I found myself on the edge of the bridge. Luckily though, my conscience told me to do one last thing, to call for help. I would rather see my homies crying their eyes out, leaning on my shoulder, me telling them it's okay, bro, rather than attending their funerals. And I hope that you guys can understand this, that I really do care about you guys, and it's coming from it's coming from a place of sincerity and genuineness, right? Because I do care about you guys. I do care about those who are suffering in the world, who think that it is over, there's no point carrying on anymore, and they're just here, just existing and not really living. It's not the end, motherfuckers. It's just begun. I know that I cannot do much for you guys. We are so insignificant in the world. We're just tiny specks of dust. I cannot make you feel better, and neither can the people around you. But understand that it's not over, and there are others who are fighting the same battle as you. I can offer you guys hope, because there is hope. You see me, I'm overcoming these struggles with the help of the people around me and of God and of other things as well, as cope, sure, whatever. But it's me who is controlling my fate. You have free will. You have free will to react to the world. The world can take your physical body, but it cannot take your soul. If you yourself do not allow it to, do not let these things get into your head. Do not let people get into your head and control you. Your soul is so precious. And I have complete faith in you all. Anyways, guys, stay strong out there. God bless. And I'll see you next time. Peace.